Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's entertainment. And today we are going to be going through and mining on Crusader. Crusader has been pretty good to us, and it's kind of the new up and up. It's the new mining spot that I'm really enjoying and I'm really liking. So we're gonna knock this out soon. Hopefully find some Quantanium, find some pretty cool value while we're out here mining, and just overall I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a good day. I think we had some great days this week. We've had quite the bit of string of luck, so I have no doubt that we're gonna have the same luck today. Really, I need to get in and I need to go do the overdrive event. I need to just buckle down and do that, but I need a group to do it with, because I don't feel like it would be super easy to do by myself. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I mean. Whoa. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's turn off quantum markers. Alright, nothing around here. No, there's... Oh, okay, we got a couple. Alright. Oh, there's a nice juicy signature. 2 juicy signatures. I'm liking this already. This is already looking like a good day. You see those signatures? Boy, let me tell you something. Boy, let me tell you. It's looking spicy. Already shaping up to be a good day. Oh. Whew. That was a save. Oh my. What a fun way to start the day. That was sketchy, boy. I was about to have a real sad start to this mining run. Whew. Alright. 25% Terranite. Yo, N7, what's up, my guy? Catching us right in the beginning today, huh? 50% Terranite? Yeah, that's pretty good. How's your day going so far? What's today? Thursday? Right? Oh, 24% Quantanium. Yeah, it's not bad. I just don't know if I love it. I just don't have a lot of material here. So I don't know if I can justify picking that Quantanium up. We've got like 15 SUs of Terranite. This is like another 7. These are all small fry rocks, so I don't have to crack these, but at the same time, I don't know if there's much in them I want. It's like 1 SCU of what I want. What are these rocks, man? Been waiting? Dude, I'm flattered. Sure, man. You hop in my server, track me down. Yeah, absolutely, you can hop in the mole. Let's see, why not? All right, so this is 24% Quantanium, so that's 7 SCUs of it at least. Okay, all right. Well, we need to position ourselves like right here, I think. I don't know if you saw the wipeout we almost incurred earlier, but boy, let me tell you, that was tough. I didn't have my VTOL on. I couldn't get enough thrust. Oh, I almost wrecked. That was gonna be tragic. Aha! Vorin, a fellow man of quality. Hello, sir. Dude, I appreciate you watching the videos, my man. Comms are down in game. I heard there is a trouble ticket in game for known issue for the friends list, but I'm unsure exactly to what degree it's affected. But SC did just pop out a tweet about that, so I do know what you're talking about. Oh, whew, this is almost. I might have to move. I might be too far forward. I thought I was closer. Might be too far forward. I thought I was further back than I was. mean, you know what? Since we're gonna take this Quantanium, we're just gonna take all this stuff. We're just gonna take it all. Normally, I'm a lot more picky. I'm more of a value miner, but I think we're just gonna take all this. We are way away from like some stuff and like way too close to others. I feel like I have the volume turned up. Do I have volume turned up? Yeah, I think it was. Well, there ain't no way I ain't charging this rock. I'm just way too far. Yeah, okay, I need to move. I don't like my spot anyway. I need to move. I was not in the right position. I'm not as good of a position. Harold Palmer, welcome back, man. Good to see you back in the show. The second day in a row. A regular, I think some people would call that. Don't worry, we are much more prepared today than we were yesterday. And it's a much better day starting out. We've already got Quantanium here. We got our stuff all set out. Repair technician opportunity. I brought spare gadgets and modules. We are set. We are ready to get to work today. Now if I could just not fly like a big weirdo. Because I was just not... Okay. I see. All right, so I need to kind of be more tilted, kind of like right. I'm gonna tilt this way more. Yeah, I think like tilt like this way, and then scoot up some, like right here. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Up, up, up. That should be perfect. Boren, thanks so much for joining the Legion, man. Welcome, welcome. Incident free, invite you to a party. Accept. No, you're in my server, so whatever issues are happening, it's not happening to us right now. All right, now let's get back in here. Now I think we're ready to go. May I join you on another mole ship? You can join me hopping in my mole. I'm perfectly okay with you hopping in my mole. Another mole, I mean, another mole just kind of adds a lot of complexity to it. Because if you don't know, different lasers, or lasers from different ships actually increase instability a fair amount. So I don't know if that would be the best idea. It like will almost double instability if you have two separate ships. A lot of people don't know that. Okay, these rocks are a bit tougher to crack than I thought. Whoa, that one's not.
Warning,
fuck.
Power critical. Warning, power critical.
That wasn't too bad.
Extraction
I kind of
on.
mucked that up a little bit, but that's okay. Might have to fly around more than I initially thought, though. Because I thought these rocks were a bit easier to crack, but they have really high resistance, so it's kind of making me not as effective as I should be. For the distance that I'm at, anyway. Like 100% I get closer, like these rocks are not that big, like 7K, 8K, it's just their resistances are so high for the distance that I am. So I'll probably have to fly up, break them, and then after I break them, have to then reposition my ship again to extract them all, which is fine. It's fine. It is what it is. Gadgets are where it's at, man. Gadgets are 100% where it's at. Am I absorbing anything here? I'm not. Again, I normally don't suck up all this stuff, but since I know this Terranite's gonna fill me up quite a bit, it's fine. It is totally fine. I wouldn't say someone's been here, unless you're talking about yourself. I wouldn't say someone's been here. Because see how spread out these rocks are, though? Like, even though they're kind of small-ish, they're too spread out to be someone that came through here and, like, fractured these. There we go. I think this is it. Yeah. 33. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Well, let's get these other rocks broken. I'm gonna have to... I don't want to move too many times to break these. So, like, I could try to fit myself right in between them. And if I fit myself right in between them, it could be fine. But if I don't... If I mess that up and they still don't charge, then I'm gonna have to move again to fracture these. And I don't necessarily want to do that. Because I'm thinking, like, you see one's there, one's there. Like, if I move up into that space right here, it's kind of equidistance. But if I do that and they don't charge, then again, after I'll come back to the front seat, get back in the seat. It's super annoying. All right.
Mining mode on.
But we'll try it. I don't want to move twice. Either I get this right and I moved once, or I get this wrong and I'm just gonna have to move even more. You know, it is what it is. Oh my god, we have 24 people here. Everybody, good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is for you. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. We are mining on the surface of Stanton today. It was pointed out to me that I pronounce things like a huge weirdo, so it is what it is, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll pull out old Betsy. It's gonna be okay.
Extraction
All
mode
right.
on.
Well, we're significantly closer.
Mining mode on. Extraction mode.
Oh, this appears to be... Oh, it's good enough for this one. It's gonna be good enough for the other one. This is bigger than the other one, and has higher resistance. Well, it's good for one. It's good for both. You know what I'm saying? Good for one. It's good for both. Although this instability, this server instability is making me nervous. You see how I keep doing these big jump ups? That's from the server. Okay, 33 seems to be the rise point. Perfect. And then this one should be nothing. Oh yeah, way better. I haven't been doing this too long. I know exactly where to park this thing. But I don't think I can reach that rock I broke earlier, though. If I can, I'm kind of upset. I could have parked here just to start, and it would have been fine. And this rock is fractured. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I can't turn anymore, so I also can't look up anymore. But I tilted this pretty perfectly. That's all Terranite, just about. Oh yeah. Beautiful. I mean, this was like 50% Terranite, so I expect it to be like in everything. I'm just gonna go ahead and just suck all this up. In 7, I am going straight to her L2 after this. So you're probably better off if you go to her L2. You're probably closer to that than you are to me. And then it'd be easier for you to just hop in from there. Oh, I also don't have my chat up. Folding laundry while I bring all my refined goods to TDD. How are you doing both at the same time? Are you just en route? Are you traveling? You're at Crusader? You are? It says here, 49 million miles away. Oh, it absolutely does. 2x the storage would be mint, in my opinion. Because the mole needs something, right? It's such a huge jump in, like, from prospector to the mole. And then there's a significant difference between the mole and the Arastra. Like, night and day. Like, you're talking about a 3 mining-headed ship with 96 SCU of storage up against the Arastra, which again is about the same amount of crew and significantly more like capability. Size 3 lasers, onboard refinement. After it refines, it can hold its own refined materials. Like, you can't beat that. Like, you can't beat that. Come on. This is literally all titanium. That's all titanium. That's all titanium. I might have to suck up this front one so I can see the back ones. All the quantanium's in the back where I can't see it. I see old dude has arrived. Judging by how much his icon's moving, he has to be like right here. Yep, he's pretty close. Oh yeah, there's all the quantanium. Boom. Yep. Thank you for targeting me, making me hella nervous. Oh my goodness, so many people. When's the last time Sig talked about the Arastra? About 6 months ago. about 6 months ago. They have not talked about the Arastra since they announced it. They did their little Inside Star Citizen for it. They talked about it. I think it's in a white box, and then that's like as far as they went. This literally was the end of it. So, yeah, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
Mining mode on.
Mining mid-tier ores? It kind of depends on where you're at and what you're trying to do. If you are trying to be as fast as possible, then yeah. I mean, mid-tier ores are not bad. A full mole of mid-tier ores will run you about, like, a little over a quarter mil, closer to 300,000 of like Hephaestonite or beryl, something like that, because that's about what you're looking at for those at a 96 SCU hull, plus or minus. On the flip side, why do I see? Do you see that?
Landing gear down.
All of his lights are off centered from from his ship. He brought the he brought the old Connie out. Am I level here? No, I'm not. I need to back up a little bit so the door has a solid place to go. There we go. Oh, the Connie. I like how they put lasers on the top now. It looks pretty stylish. I don't lie, it looks pretty stylish. Refining, I use either Ferron Exchange or Dinks Sullivantation. Ferron Exchange is faster. Dinks is obviously much slower, but I think that, I mean, higher yield is more so like what I'm after when I do stuff. That's always what I'm after. Highest yield, highest yield. Because I have no problem waiting. I generally don't get to play as much. Like, kind of wouldn't give that impression of how much I've been streaming lately, but it's kind of a not typical time for me. But any other time, like, I barely have enough time to really truly enjoy it. I just spent a lot of time making YouTube videos. So, yeah, we're kind of are where we are now. Where's old boy? And 7, you can hop into a turret, my guy, if you want. Are you up here with me? You are. All right. Well, if you're still up here, I'm just gonna go ahead and head out. Farron's where it's at.
Mining mode off.
Baryon is absolutely where it's at. Dinks, if you don't mind waiting, but they really need to like do a pass over like refining. I think refining needs a lot of work, and it's in not a great spot right now. Oh, that's bright. What turret did he just get in? Oh, he got in the front one. Okay, and we're out of here. 3 days is a long time. No lie, it is so long. Another 3 mil before the patch drops. That's pretty easy. You just have to get lucky if you find the right materials, because like I typically have pretty decent materials in my mole every mining run. Like I usually am finding, I'd say 30 or so SUs of like Terranite, Bexlite, your golds, right? Like typically find pretty good stuff. Typically you do. Where are we mining, chat? Oh, Q-tip, we were on selling. I just saw your thing. There's so many chats going on. Yeah, we were on selling. We're gonna be going back, don't worry. We'll be going back to selling. For the size 3 lasers, Harold, so like here's my problem with size 3 lasers, right? Because they're really cool and like it's a lot of power, but you gotta keep in mind though that until they fix the extraction mechanic, size 3 lasers are gonna be bad. I'm gonna tell you why. So imagine a ship with all size 3 lasers, right? That means like even the lowest strength size 2 laser, you're not cracking like a 3k rock easily. Like that's kind of like with my build, you can make it work, but it's still really, really hard. As opposed to with size 3s, right? You're gonna do those initial breaks and it'll be fine. But what happens when you break this, like, I don't know, let's say a 70k rock, which is pretty believable, right? A 70k rock, and or even 80, 90k. I mean, we're talking size 3 lasers here. So we break a 80k rock with size 3 lasers, and then it breaks into 10k rocks. Okay, probably make 10k rocks work, right? We could probably make that work with like a size 3 Hofstede, right? Probably be fine. And then they break into 3k rocks, which then probably need to be broken again, right? Now it's a huge issue. So how do you break those, right? Are you gonna say that, oh, well now you have to bring a little ship with you? Well, that kind of defeats the whole purpose. Like, why would I want to do that? That totally defeats the purpose of having the big ship, right? So extraction, the easy fix for this, right, is no, it can't. It can't right now, Harold. I think it should be a thing. It should 100% be a thing. But even like size 1, size 2 rocks, there is no difference in extraction power. So if you guys don't know how the extraction is calculated, I don't have like an exact graph, but in my experience, the size of the rock does not matter, right? It is based on the SCU contents of the rock, right? So like you can find an 8k rock, and if it's 100% like, let's say gold or quantanium, even though it's as big as it is, you could probably extract it because there's realistically only maybe 8 or 9 SCUs in there. I think like 10 SCUs is the cap for being able to extract a rock. If it's bigger than 10 SCU of material, right? I'm not talking about mass, we're just purely talking about material that you can extract. That's when you start running into issues. So it's fine, right? When you have these like, you know, chunky rocks, but it's really annoying when you take a material like, I don't know, Hephaestonite or beryl, which has like an SCU to mass ratio of like 100, So then 12 SCUs of that is like a 1200 rock, barely over 1,000. And then you have to subfracture that into stupid little fragments. Try doing that in a mole. You want to test out your competency and abilities in a mole? Give that a try. Give that a try. Go ahead and break one of those little tiny rocks. You will. Oh my goodness, it is so frustrating.
Landing
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Go ahead and refill our quantum. Being brave here, but I mean we're way ahead of
quantum fuel 100%.
All right, that's good enough for me. The mole has like an obnoxious amount of hydrogen fuel. Did I turn the engines off? I don't think it did, but it's fine. I mean, truly, if you could... Filtering would be really cool if extraction laser power worked where the more powerful the extraction laser power was, the bigger a rock it could extract. That would be really cool. That would be really useful because then we could absolutely... like you can make a build for your mole or whatever ship it is, right? Doesn't really matter. Oh no, not this again. This is so annoying. Okay, all right. Well, I will call you an elevator. You don't need to kill yourself in 7. I will do it because I'll spawn here. And then you can just... and now just call an elevator and bring it down to you. I'll just bring the elevator to you. Don't worry about it. Because it works from the main hold. It just doesn't work from hangar 4, I guess. The same hangar it always puts me in every single time. For whatever weird reason. Bada bing, bada boom, huh? Easy. So anyway, like I was saying, if extraction laser could extract larger rocks if it was more powerful, now you've just given a really good purpose to extraction laser power because it's a benefit to me to build that way. Right now it's not, right? If I don't, my extraction laser can be as low as I want and it makes no difference to me. Makes 0 difference. And then if that could be a build, filtering could also be a build. And then we're just further, you know what I'm saying? We're further increasing like the range of builds. Because now, sure, I could maybe build it where I could extract like a 15k rock. Super crazy, right? Super cool. However, it's not like the most helpful. All right, hangar 3. I think you're in hangar 3, right? Boom. Hooked it up, boy. So then you could have a laser build like mine where you're kind of built for fracturing and you're built for breaking big rocks and little rocks and such, and like that's a build, right? That could be a way. And then you've also opened it up for people to be able to have a build centered around filtering or extracting, right? It makes runs much faster, but also makes them less valuable, right? I can now get down and back faster. I don't have to fracture as many rocks. I don't have to do as much stuff. I don't have to jump in and out of turrets. But now I have more junk, right? I have more iron. I have more titanium. I have more all of the stuff that you might break them. But it's a choice, right? It's a personal choice. Sounds broken, but easy enough, I think, change to, you know, really vary up mining builds, right? Or then it could be worthwhile to bring 2 different moles or 2 different prospector builds, right? Like you've really opened up the possibilities of mining in that way, I think. And little things like that that really, see, that's a 300k run. How long has this been going for? Again, work order, titanium, gold, on quote, not too bad. Oh, confirm. What am I not refining? Oh, all my titanium. Yeah, get all that titanium in there, boy. Not the most valuable, but it's worth something. It's worth something. I'll keep it.
I need someone for maintenance to get the ventilation control. Ping me when you get there.
Drop saddlebags and replace them in the field. I mean, you can technically do that. There's nothing that prevents you from doing that, but by doing that, you've kind of given yourself, if you did that now, all that would mean is you'd have to have your cargo ship sit out of the armistice zone at your refinery, and you'd have to go in, refine, hop back in your mole, fly back out, swap the saddlebags, and then repetitively do that. Come back, refine. Again, these are things that I talked about yesterday on the live stream of how is cargo refractor gonna affect that? Because now you have the ability to do that, right? You've given people the ability to stockpile bags. So how does that work? Do I have to have them on my mining ship to refine them, or can I now load them onto the station and refine them like that? Also creates this problem for pirates, right? Because now there is a worthwhile reason to go after, little loot bugs, right? It is a worthwhile thing to do now. You only bother with titanium? What do you mean you only bother with titanium? Honestly, I don't mind any low tier ore. My biggest hiccup for low tier ores is iron, because I do my selling in Hurston on Loreville, and that is the only place that does not buy iron. So it's really annoying. Truthfully, if I get like a decently manned mole, I would sooner go mine in Microtech. Not because I think it's a lot better. I just think it's really pretty to mine there. You don't really get to experience Star Citizen until you go somewhere like Microtech and you just in all of its majesty, or a river or a lake, and it's cool. I mined a rock that was in the middle of a lake one time. Super unique experience.
Thank you, and please visit again.
And we're out of here. The Expanse, yes, the Expanse is a planned refinery ship. But here's the thing with that, though, that I was looking at the Expanse and I thought about with the Arastra, we have the ability to refine and store. Where's the Expanse going to put the refined material? Where's it going to put it? No, seriously, where's it going to put it? Where's it going to go? It doesn't have a cargo grid. It could refactor mining to be a little easier. For multi-crew, it's tough to trust a rando to not screw it up for the group. That's true. I mean, you have to... I mean, when I bring people along, I usually put them in a support laser always. And then you have to make it so that whatever they're doing, they don't have to stop or change what they're doing. That is the trick with bringing new people with you. So if you have new people with you, you want them in a laser mining a rock with you that they can't mess up. So like, let's say a rock is, I don't know, say I've got me and him here, so 45k would probably be pushing it for these two lasers. So I would make him go 100% power on his laser, and then I would control my laser, right? Because he never has to change his laser power, and that's the understanding that you have to do is like, okay, you are 100% all the time, or you're 10% all the time. You have to make it so they do not change what they're doing. And then that way it's a bit easier. Drill bit, I mean, the best place, I think Sellen's a great place. Lyria is a good place. A lot of people like Daymar. I personally don't really like Daymar, but a lot of people like Daymar, so Daymar's pretty okay. So there's that. So it kind of depends. Everyone's kind of like their own place they like. It kind of really comes down to how far you're willing to travel, where you do your refining, and like what you're looking for. Red Monsters get pretty good cheat sheets. Like, I mean, they are a community thing of like a guesstimate based on kind of what you see. But I would say that his sheets are decently okay. I mean, the hardest thing to find is like Quantanium, right? Like that's the thing everybody wants. It used to be everywhere, and then now the way they've changed it, it's valuable, but it isn't like the only go-to, right? Because for those of you who've been around a while, or maybe not, Bexlite, Gold, and Quantanium are all around 7,500 or so average. That's how much Quantanium used to be, and all the other materials were like way lower. Where is, oh, it's up here. And now Quantanium's like way up there, and like all the materials are kind of like okay, you know what I mean? How do you divvy profits? For me personally, I just like to give them usually like a fair haul. I usually do like maybe a third or half of whatever the haul is that we get. So like you hop in my ship, we go through, like I usually will go over to the ore sell terminal and see how much value is there, and then whatever that amount is usually what I'll pay my helper. And then if it's there's two people helping me, right, then now I have to even more so make it less than that. So then I kind of double it and figure out, okay, you get a third, I get a third, they get a third, and work it out that way. But two people, super easy. Just go to Lyria, do Hurston moons. Oh, you tried talking to somebody else. Microtech moons for money? I mean, they're okay. I mean, all the moons are moons, right? I mean, I wouldn't say they're like that much more different than the others. You just have to be careful though, especially in a mole, because some moons have winds, and the winds can actually like blow you. And so if you're in a solo mole setup, like you're gonna park, and then a wind's gonna happen, and then it's just gonna slowly blow you off track. Have you looked at Regolith? No, but I'm also like not that concerned about payouts, to be honest with you. I just kind of give people what I feel. I mean, I give them a pretty good slice of it. I'm not like super particular. I'm solo mole mine a lot and have like pretty good orders running most of the time, so I don't even really bother myself too much with making money myself. Like you're gonna make money, especially like the longer you're in the game, you kind of quit caring about making money. When I first started the game, like when you're new and poor, like money's everything. Oh my god, money's everything when you're new and poor. You can't buy anything, you can't go anywhere, you can barely restock your ship, you can barely claim your ship, you know what I mean? And then once you kind of get, you know, a foothold in the game, you get better at the game, you get more of an understanding, and you actually make some money, then you don't care about money. Then you're kind of more about, you're just playing the game, right? You're just kind of like Carmen. What do we do now? Well, what do you mean? Now we play the game, right? Like, 34% Bexelite. That's a lame rock. Ooh. That's a pretty good one. I think we might set up shop over here. All right, fun little trick if you guys don't know is I can swap this to gimbal mode and I can actually do this. Oh, how many of you guys knew you could do that, huh? Someone in the community showed me this little trick. Best tonight. This is 35% Bex. This is pretty good. All right, this is where we're at. Asteroids. So I think if you're gonna do asteroids, like you really want to kind of go off Red Monster stuff because he kind of has the breakdown a bit of different where different ores can be and different asteroids. And but more importantly, it tells you what signatures or different types of asteroids, and that's really helpful, personally, in my opinion. Because then you can look at the RS signature and you can know what a rock is. But with asteroid mining, I think that's a prospector game or a crude moles game. A solo mole is so annoying because you're just flying this big honker of a ship from place to place, and you get in and out of your laser like so often. I don't enjoy it. I think it's kind of dumb. I don't like it.
Systems activated.
Getting ready for screenshots. You're gonna see this as a thumbnail at some point. I don't think I'm charging this rock. Am I? No, I'm not. Right, like that. It's pretty good. Solid. Any way to see ore storage from this pilot seat? Yes, you absolutely can. I'm gonna need his help for this rock. Yep, if you switch to mining mode, yeah, mining mode and the pilot seat, it'll be in the bottom right. I just want you guys to point out how huge we just made that optimal charge zone with these two lasers. Like, you guys are really getting like the full bore of this build as you start to add crew to it. Because certain parts just become so much easier. Yeah, like look at this. Look how small this rock is. I have to fracture this. I have to fracture this rock as small as it is. Like, that's so annoying. And it's gonna make like a million little rocks. Like, it's just a hassle. It's like unnecessary. Oh. I didn't like that. Oh! Fuck. It's already gonna overcharge. I just need to get it to fracture before it does. Damn it. That was annoying. Well, that's cool. That was like 10 SCUs of Bexelite I just lost right there. That's stellar. That's so stellar. I'm pretty sure I just lost that whole rock. Not great. Not great. If your mods blast off, can you put them back on? I don't think so, because you damage them beyond repair. So that's why they fall off, because they're too damaged to be put back on. Oh my god, that was like most of my... Oh, that was so much of the Bexley I just blew up. That's so sad. It's so tragic. I gotta fracture this rock. Hey, look at this. Look at this nonsense. See what I mean? Mass 700 has to be fractured. This is the stuff. I'm gonna overcharge this rock. I don't care about this rock. I want this rock out of the way.
Power critical. Attack on shields.
Fearless. And then that rock's not. This rock's gonna fall in my way. Come on. No, that's gotta be fractured, my boy. Ah, I can't believe I just overcharged that rock. That's so sad. I mean, if you blast off like your expensive mods, you might as well just claim your ship. Like back when that was a known issue for when you were mining, where like even if you just normal fractured a rock, it would do that. I would just claim the ship because you would pay like 100K in repairs, and like, bro, that's, you might as well not even be mining. So at that point, you have to do a mining run and then claim your ship, pay for the claim, and then the expedited claim would cost you, you know, 1,500 or so, but the repairs were like way more than that. They do. If you claim it, the mods do come back. The mods are considered part of the ship, just like a weapon. They also get repaired the same way. A lot of people don't know that. Your mods also get repaired too. So like if your mod falls off, like let's say you have a stampede, you use all 6 of its shots, then you can then turn around and ooh. Yeah, see, this is just over 10 SCUs. I can't extract it. But yeah, modules can get repaired. And then the repair costs for them cost as much as the module does, right? So if you have to repair a Stampede, it costs like 1,700, you know, super cheap. If you have to repair a Riker C3, it's gonna cost you like 30K or whatever a Riker costs. I think it's like 30K. I literally just broke that to just turn around and do this. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Let's see. What's this? Hephaestonite. Hephaestonite's not bad. You're just gonna go ahead and fracture that. Like there's a rock here I'm not seeing. Where is it? Oh, I see. Okay. Heck yeah, man. Go get after some prospector mining. Where do you like to go prospector mine? Some rocks do require multiple moles, but I can crack a 50K rock with just me, so I wouldn't say you particularly need that. I can break a 50K rock by myself, so with one mole you could definitely easily break a 50K rock. No need. Like, I've used 2 moles, like me and another guy in a mole with my build have broken a like 110K rock between the 2 of us. How do you break 50K rocks solo? So you need, where are they at? Oh, here they are. 3 of these. Surge module. Increase mining laser power. It says 150%. It's 50%. Increase mining laser power by 50%. And you put 3 of these on here. This is how you do it right here. This is why I have 6. 2 separate sets. 7 uses, right? So that's what? Over a minute of time, right? You put 3 of these on the front laser. Boom. That is how you do that. All right. There's a ship over here. It's the little outpost thing. No. 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 I guess we need to fly a little bit. It's not. Well, the surges don't lower your optimal charge window. Surges increase, I think they increase instability a little bit, and they decrease resistance by 15%. So that's a 45%. Plus the helix already lowers resistance, so you can drop the resistance down to like almost nothing. And if you're that concerned with it, you just put a wave shift on it, and then boom, that's taking care of itself. So it's not as bad as it sounds. Perfect. Yo, guys, thanks so much for the subs, man. Welcome to the Legion. Thank you, thank you. And even then, if you didn't want to do the 3 surges on it, the front laser, just how I have it set up with the 2 back lasers, can break a 60k rock. It with just 1 mole. Like I did that. I did it one. Did you one? No, I did it with someone in the community. I didn't do it on a stream. Boras. This is Selin. I don't think I've ever actually mined on Yella. Lame. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. All right, this is getting broken. It is about to get funky.
Landing gear down.
All right. So there is a glitch in the game right now. There's an issue council for it that 3 surges does not work right now. So go ahead and let you guys know that right now. So I'm not putting 3 surges on this right now because I mean you can, but it doesn't work. All right. So resistance of 63, instability. Okay, so I need to Need a drop resistance, unfortunately. Okay.
Engines off.
Okay, so I need 2 surges. And I'm putting a saber on this, I think. Yep, minus 50% resistance, plus 50% optimal charge window. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Alright, well, what is the oh, no. We're about to go crazy here. This rock's about to get it. Bro. Oh my god, I hate ladders. Wave shift, drops instability, increase optimal charge window size. We'll go with what we got for right now. Or I'll break this puppy. All right. Oh, this boy right here is she hefty. She hefty. She big girl. Boop. Worst case scenario is if I can't get this with the 2 stampedes and 2 surges, a stampede and 2 surges, I'll just put a surge on his laser and it's fine. It's totally fine. Boop. Okay. Where'd I put them? Oh, they're there. All right. Let's give her a go. Let's give her a go. You can get this mole paint. This is the Dolovine paint. It's in the subscriber store. If you're a subscriber, you can get this paint. Honestly, being a subscriber, low key, pretty worth it, if I'm being honest. Pretty worth it to be a subscriber, because as a subscriber, every month you get access to 2 ships. If you're the highest tier subscriber, it's $20 a month. You get access to the subscriber store, which, I mean, it's okay. It's just like a lot of paints. And you also get free subscriber items, and you get 2 items if you're the highest tier subscriber, which is $20 a month. You get 1 item if you're 1 tiered.
Landing gear up.
And you keep it, right? It's like part of your hanger, the items you get. So honestly, pretty good. I'm mining on Selin. And if you guys have not seen the rock we're breaking, it is a she pretty. She pretty. Almost 50% thing. Where do I get them? Where do you get what? All right. Oh. We're a little close, but that's okay.
Systems on.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Surge. I think my stampede is here. Come on. I'm gonna have to put more surges on it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put more surges on it. That's okay. I'm gonna put a surge on his, and it's not gonna matter. We are. I'm sorry. Oh, we're so close. Oh no, 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 no. Oh. Oh man, we had that. That's so frustrating. That's okay. We are gonna fix this. And this, boys and girls, is why we bring spare. If this dude does not stop climbing up and down this ladder, I swear. So, this is why we bring extra. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reset ourselves, right? Don't need you. Put you guys out here. And we are gonna put a surge on him and a surge on me. And we will get this cracked, boys.
Engines off.
Oh, he already walked off. Oh my god, I forgot to turn ship ports off. Rookie mistake. 2x mole ops. What, you think this is a 2x mole op? Bro, this rock is busted. I don't know what you're talking about. This rock is already busted. I don't know why I turned ship ports back on. Yeah, we'll give him a surge. We'll give me a surge. Or we'll 2 surge me. And I'll grab that stampede. But we got it. We're good to go. Oh my goodness. This terrain's been difficult. Oh my god, dude, drop the stupid thing. Hey guys, welcome to the stream where I can't seem to drop a surge. Bruh. Oh my Lily Lanta. Where'd he put it? Oh, not this again. Oh my god. If I'm getting interrogated by the police, Jesus. This is so annoying. Oh, my Lily Lanta. I do play with a controller. That's why you'll see like really funny keybinds pop up every now and then. Play with an Xbox controller. Oh. That's okay though. We found a spot to drop it, so we'll just keep dropping them right there. It's pretty impressive you play with a PS5 controller, considering a PS5 controller is doesn't have as many buttons. We are breaking this rock, boy. I mean, even if his surge doesn't work, we almost had it busted without it. Like, honestly, I'm willing to try it again. But where did the other stampede go? Oh, I wanted that other stampede. Oh, he's got it. Almost would rather put the stampede than a surge on his, just because it lasts longer and it's less to worry about, and it would probably be fine. But I want to have more control over the rock power this way.
Engines.
Oh, you have to use rewast. I use rewast as well.
Launch complete.
Yeah, you like have to. All right.
Mining mode on.
Round 2. For the 60k rock for the win. Big money here. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my god. Bro. Oh. Bro, controller master race. All right.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
All right. Oh my god. Oh.
Power critical. Warning. Power critical. Warning. Power.
Oh no.
Warning. Power critical. Warning. Power critical. Warning. Power critical. Warning. Power critical.
Oh no. Well, cue the music, Jimmy. Wee, wee, wee. And now it's so quiet. It's so quiet now. It got so quiet. Oh. I knew I should have put a stampede on him. I knew I should have put a stampede on him. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. That's my fault. I knew I should have put a stampede on him. Ladder, this is not the time. I'll fly this mole into the side of a mountain. Oh, me. That was sad. That was real sad.
Mining mode on.
The stampede had it's less power. The stampede's plus 35% power. The surge is plus 50%. That was the... So it would have been easier to control, yeah. Because we almost had it the first way we were doing it, right? So we just infused 50% more power from his laser into this rock, right? So we kind of, it's just way too much. This charge window is actually a lot bigger than it looks right now because we're both on this. Actually, oh no, all the mods are gone. Oh no. Oh, that was an ugly break. That was a lot of damage. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just repair the ship. I don't want to claim it. I'm just gonna have to suck it up. That was $1 million thrown away. I have 40 SCUs left in my mole. That was $1 million at least. Just go ahead and do that math. I mean, yeah, 40 SCUs, yeah, that was $1 million. Over $1 million, really. Because you're talking 25,000 each times 40. Oh yeah, it's right at $1 million. Well, that's tough. That's tough.
Extraction mode on. Fracturing mode on.
That's stupid. I also can't see. Oh, I can see this one, okay.
Extraction mode on. Fracturing mode on.
God, that's so tough. Oh, I mucked that up so bad. Oh, I goofed that up so hard. I never do that.
Warning. Power critical.
You said way too much power going in there. Well, that was helpful.
Extraction mode on. Attack on shields.
Just defeated now. A shell of a mole. But I don't want another rock. I want that one. It was perfect. That was a 50% quant rock. My mining friends will never let me hear end of it if they see that. I did. Wild, I did. That was unfortunate. That hurt my soul.
Fracturing mode on. Warning. Power.
Why is he still charging it?
Warning. Power critical. Attack on shields. Extraction mode
I'm gonna get made fun of. All right, well, this is good enough. I mean, it's not terrible haul, but It could have been better. It could have been better. I ruined it. All I did was make a fool of myself in front of 40 people. That's okay. It's only the size of a football team. 4 max. Oh man. Well, let's go see what this damage bill is gonna be. It's gonna cost me at least probably. I'd say probably 200-300k. It's gonna cost this whole mining run. I literally just probably cost this whole mining run in repairs. Maps. Faithful Dream. I could claim it, but the problem is I set up the, what's it called? The mess hall area, so I would lose all of that. 2, I'd have to wait around for like 5 minutes to do that. And like that's annoying too. We'll see what the pairs are. I mean, honestly, I don't really care. It is what it is. I'd rather pay that than have to deal with what's it called? Then have to deal with resetting up the ship. You know, not my best moment, you know. It was supposed to be just really cool, like, oh my god, he broke a 60k rock with 2 people. And then it turned into me looking a fool. To give you some context though, the mole has the Hofstede, that laser only has like 2,000 max power, by the way. It's not that much. It's like 2,000 or so, like 2,200. And if you threw another surge on the front of my laser, or another 50% of my laser, it makes up his laser, by the way. So very doable. Very doable. It would have been annoying though, because it was so it was so what's the word? Small of a charge window, it would have been annoying. How did I set up the mess hall? Oh. I'll show you. I'll be brave. See, we got a nice little dining area here. I got my coffee, my energy drink. We got a Coke. That's Pip's Coke though. That's his Coke, so you can't have Pip's Coke. Got another mug over here next to the coffee machine. A sody. Chicken Wham, a Wham Deluxe, right? Back here is his Walter. Walter is my bunkmate. Walter's the bunkmate. So I don't want to have to re-put all this stuff. I'm lazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm lazy. You know, don't be hating on the coffee now. And it's a working man's mole, right? We do work around here, all right? There's a lot of work going on. %, 30k, 200 SU Bex Rock, and left your helmet at L1. Oh no. Oh no. That's awful.
Quantum travel complete.
Oh man, that's tough. It's not that big of a rock though. 30k? I can break a 30k rock with my Helix by itself, with just the Stampede Riker setup that I have. Actually, you know what? My repairs are not as bad as I thought they were. Actually, my repairs are not as bad as I thought they were. I just thought about that. they are not as expensive as I thought they were, because I have the Rikers and his torrent in my bag. So hang on just a minute. Hold up. Oh wait, my ship ports aren't turned off. Well, back in the seat. My repairs are not as bad as I thought they were. Huge difference. I just thought of that. I just thought of that. Just thought of that. Yep. I don't need that. Oh. I think the torrent is the... This is really hard with the controller. You will die in a mole without a spacesuit. The mole does try to kill you. Well, I have to keep the suit on because normally I'm like jumping in and out of the 3 turrets. So if you were only using the front turret, I mean, that would be pretty valid. But since I'm always jumping in the front turret, the back turret, front turret, back turret, I can't really afford to forget to put my helmet on. That would be quite upsetting. Okay, so now it's like probably like 100K in repairs. So that's not bad. That's not bad. we can do that.
Thank you, and please visit again.
And then we'll kill this.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Honestly, I like SCM nav mode and landing mode because then I can I don't have to mess with my speeds. It kind of just gives me a pre-locked in speed I don't have to worry about. All right, well,
Landing complete.
let's see how ugly this is gonna look. Yeesh. And that's with 3 of my passive mods still here. That's with 3 of them still here. Yeesh. Yeesh, that's what I get. That's the price of foolishness, I guess. Yeah, get cocky is what happens. Ouch, that hurt though. 140K. It's alright, I'm good for it though. Ah, what? No, turn that off. Did you set up your rewash yourself? He's setting himself up a little area for himself. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do myself dirty. You play every game on PC with a controller? That's fair. I play most games on PC with a controller too. Unless it's an RTS game. I don't play RTS games with a controller because if you do that, I'm a big weirdo. I'm not gonna lie, you're a pretty big weirdo for doing that. For everyone wondering why I just did that, the elevator does not work for whatever reason. From the hangar to the like normal place, so. I mean, honestly, it's kind of faster because I was gonna have to redo it anyway. Oh, I guess the elevator does work now. Yeah, I guess the elevator works now. That was pretty funny. We did the little standoff. Well, I mean, I was gonna have to redo my water and food anyway, so it's fine. Save me all the logistics of having to do all that. Honestly, it was probably about the same amount of time either. No. They're not about to sit here and they're not about to have me believe I didn't just watch them dance. Bro, you guys saw that, right? I'm not tripping. These dudes were doing the wobbly chicken over here. The two of yous. Act like you're not best friends. Oh yeah, and then here comes the supervisor comes in here and oh, we're gonna act like we're looking at, you're not even looking at anything. What are you looking at? You're not even looking at anything. Sitting here doing the wobbly chicken.
Someone from accounts, please contact management. Accounts, contact management.
That's crazy. Boss man rolls up like, oh, act like we're doing stuff. They didn't tie up the whole load though, because this is a 360 haul, so that's not bad. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Do keep wondering if it's worth going into salvage over mining. Here's the problem with salvage is with salvage, if you have a reclaimer, it's really hard to beat a reclaimer. I'm not going to lie to you. A reclaimer is really hard to beat because you can just do volume, and the volume that you can do is unreal. It's absolutely unreal, the volume you can do. Because you can just fracture a hammerhead, and even with the changes that they've done, even with the changes, you get about 200. I mean, you could just say 200, about 250 construction material from it, from the hammerhead. So, I mean, even then, you're like, let's do the math on that. So, about 250 times 1,500. That's almost 500,000 per hammerhead, right? I think you're almost at 400. You're at 400k per hammerhead, right? And that's one hammerhead. You can do that by yourself, right? And I mean, including moving the boxes, I mean, that's probably going to take you like 30 minutes. So you're probably at around 800k an hour. And that's consistent too. That's hard to beat. That's really hard to beat. And if you've got someone helping you, come on, man, you're scaring the help, man. You're scaring the help.
Welcome.
That's tough. If you have another person with you, a reclaimer's really quick. You can print boxes. You have 2 people stacking them. You kind of avoid all the unnecessary riffraff.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to
Hangar
the
4. I mean, and if you aren't, but the problem right now though is with the duping glitch, like salvage is really, really hard. And so many people are also doing salvage. And I think that's kind of the big hiccup with salvage right now is you will struggle to sell your vulture's worth of RMC. And that's where all the value is. Like for a vulture, construction materials, huge waste of time. Huge waste of time. Absolutely huge waste of time. As opposed to Reclaimer, I mean, you have so much volume, it doesn't matter. Right? So much volume, it doesn't matter. And that's the big, like, difference there. The Vulture's cool, especially once they balance this out with RMC a bit more. Because, I mean, you know, you're pushing 15 to 25k per SCU, like, and you can fit 39, I think, at total most. Like, it's pretty good, right? It's peaceful, no one bothers you. You can do everything in your ship, you can craft everything you need. Like, that's handy, right? That's super handy. I was almost looking directly at that boy.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Yeah, wrong place, you can forget it. Yeah, you go to the wrong place, you can forget it. Oh, I didn't grab surges. Oh no, well, I hope I don't find any big rocks here. I forgot to re-grab my surges. I don't want to go back. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. They need a wipe though. What did I just? Oh. They do need a wipe in 4.0 though. Like, I'm a firm believer they need a wipe in 4.0. Oh, it puts the torrent back in the right place. That's I know where everything goes on my ship. Yeah, that Riker C3 is expensive to replace. That was expensive. Oh, man. Well, womp womp. Move on. But, as I was saying, they do need a wipe. If they need a wipe, because right now, everyone in the game is kind of bored, right? Because with all these dupings, and we've had a lot of money printing type things happen, right? Like quite a few. And I think with these things that have been happening, I mean, we went from the first duping glitch, which was the mule, which if you guys don't know, you had the mule, you could put stuff on the mule and save it. And then it was like a ship component, kind of like, you know, weapons. And then when you would claim the mole and get it again, it would have everything on it. So people would put Janelite on the side of it, which is like super valuable, and just dupe that and dupe moles and keep doing that. So that was that for a while. And then they changed it to, they fixed that. And then you had the cargo cash grab. Yep. Yep, you could do salvage cargo, right? So you weren't salvaging anything. You were cargo running. So you would take a cargo ship with you out to salvage, and then your C2s and M2s and all the other stuff could have gasping weevil eggs. It could have quantanium. I mean, anything you could think of. It drug, like widow, all that other stuff was there. So like you could just stock up on it, go sell it, make millions and millions and millions off this cargo. Oh, dude, it was crazy. That was like the craziest glitch, or not glitch, but balance thing that like everyone loved that. I mean, everyone was a millionaire. Everyone was a millionaire back then. And then that got changed. And then salvage, they introduced structural salvage with the construction materials. And then that got changed. And then everyone was doing the risky hammerhead cleanup, which would pay you $250,000. Plus, you would make like over $1 million on the hammerhead itself per hammerhead. And that was, you know, they just got rid of that with the recent patch. And then now we're at where we are now. Oh, dude, like pirates were going, it was actually kind of fun, the salvage cargo thing, because the no questions asked terminals, like pirates were having a heyday, because there was, everyone was in the business of everyone was in the business of illegal activities. So like everyone was trying to go sell their illicit substances, and you know, pirates, you know, they just, an eclipse sitting right above this thing, you know, just waiting for you to come in range. And you hear that, wow, wow, wow. And you're like, oh, yeah, by the time you heard that, you could call it a day. That eclipse was coming for you. If I quantum jump to a location to sell my stuff and I saw another signature of a vehicle, I didn't even stay. I just jumped to the other side of the planet immediately. Immediately. Was not playing that game. All right. Ooh, there we go. Yep, looks like we're going over here. Apparently someone's giving out money in my chat. Not your chat, my global chat. Yeah, the F8C was crazy. I like how like fighters, they kind of did an Apex Legends thing where like they let something be super overpowered and everybody bought into it, and then they nerfed it, and so now it doesn't matter. Like now fighters are like not as good. Oh, that's a pretty hefty rock. 32 Terranite. It's not bad. Fighters are super squishy now. Fighters are not as intimidating as they used to be. Like, there's a skilled pilot and a fighter. He could take down pretty much whatever he wanted. Not the case no more, though. Not no mo. Alright, well. Mining doesn't need a nerf. Salvage, they're still trying to balance out, but I think the deal with salvage is salvage, like construction materials are going to have a different type of purpose when like base building comes in, right? Because it's construction materials. Literally lines right out with base building. So that's going to be like a different type of value. Like people are going to be buying that out in a dynamic economy to build bases. And I imagine bases are going to take a considerable amount to actually construct. Look how perfect that is. Look how perfect that is. Look at that. Look at this. Didn't even need the front laser. For a second, I thought I was going to have to hop in the front laser for this, but I guess not. Well, the deal with RMC, right? And a lot of the stuff with it is everything in the economy right now is based on money. And like that's the hard thing to balance with this game right now is how do you balance stuff when the only factor is money? Right? Because what's super helpful and useful now, like no one might care about when money's not the only factor. Dude, Pyro, I'm curious if Pyro is going to have its own minables, or are they going to be the same? Like, that would be pretty cool if, like, there was different values. Like, if I took Bexelite over to Pyro, is Bexelite going to be worth more now? Right? Does Pyro going to have its own minables that I can bring to Stanton?
Attack on shields.
New what?
Extraction mode.
Oh, of course there's going to be money to be made in Pyro. New ores, interesting. How much SCU does a full mole make after you refine it? It kind of depends on the type of refining you do and what you are refining specifically. Different amounts, different ores have different conversions, so it varies from thing to thing. But typically, if you had like 96 SCUs of one thing, you're probably sitting at like, if you're probably around 88, it would probably like shake out to like 88-ish or so in the end. Oh yeah, the dudes in their little white get-ups. Oh yeah, this is everyone's just doing it. Just pure aggravation. Can you upgrade the storage bags? I mean, on the prospector, yes, but not probably in the way that you're thinking. So yes, you can upgrade them, but not like you're hoping. You have to do it the old school way. You have to take them off a mole and put them on the prospector. You can buy them, but I imagine when cargo refractor takes place, you'll really be able to do it because you can't, there's no way to pull them out of your inventory anymore. Like, that's the issue. There's no way to get them out of the inventory. So you can buy them, and then they're just there. Because you can't equip them to anything, but you also can't drop them because they're too big. Thus the dilemma. No, the terminals are pretty black and white, Corby, for what they give you. Because what happens is when you first open up the terminal and start a work order, so there's two columns, right? You've got a left column, which is how much you have, and a right column, which is how much it will yield, right? And then depending on your refinement method, low, medium, or high yield, that will depend on how much you get. So no matter what category it is, right? Like if you have two, like take Ferron Exchange and Dink Supplementation, for example. They both technically are high yield. Not technically, they are both high yield refining methods. But they have different like other things attached to them. But they give you the same yield. Like either way, they give you the same yield.
Extraction mode on.
The yields are in the thousands, but it's in multiples of 100. So you have to divide that number by 100 because it takes 100 of any one ore to make one SCU. That's why it's in thousands. Because if you look here, this is in hundredths, right? Tenths, hundredths of a point. So it's only natural that it comes out in 100 block. Of course, mining has a lot of nuances, so like it's fair, like it's kind of confusing. There's a lot to like. Oh my goodness, that scared me. Oh, you have to crack that puppy.
Fracturing mode on. Extraction mode on.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn in mining, so it can all be kind of confusing. I typically don't add that type of stuff in my guides because I don't know, people find it boring. It's not like the most thrilling information, but it's little stuff like that that like really helps you understand like what's going on. Just like how different rocks interact with different ways, different stats. Like, again, not the most thrilling, but super helpful info. Like when you're trying to like really pinpoint what you're doing. Like if you know what ores are easier to mine than others, then it's a lot easier to like know where to mine. All right, well, I think we're done here.
Mining mode on.
The shipping side of it. A lot of people haven't really thought about it, but when they come out with cargo refractor, right? How is mining going to work with people probably doing what a lot of you are planning on doing, right? Which is, okay, if I, want to take bags on and off of my mole every time I come back, or my prospector, doesn't matter. And put them in and just stockpile them. That's cool. Sure. But now what? How does that all going to refine in one order? I mean, that's a pretty big order. And then if it is a pretty big order, right? Let's say you refined 8 prospectors worth of bags or 5 moles worth of bags, which is a lot of bags. Not a lot of ship can hold that big of an order. You cannot piece out an order, right? It all goes or it all doesn't.
Mining mode on.
And we're gonna cheat here, and we're gonna turn into gimbal mode. My moleskin is in the subscriber store. Oh, oh no. That's sad. I could probably break that if I had my surges too. Yeah, moleskins are all in the subscriber store. That's the only place you can get them. Is it more money than asteroid mining? I think it's more fulfilling than asteroid mining. I find asteroid mining in a solo mole very annoying, to be honest with you. Because you fly up to single rocks, as opposed to here, you can see how I can fly up to a whole cluster of rocks, and we're good to go, right? Like, I find some rocks I can break. I find some too small I don't care about. I found this giant quantanium rock, which will be the last time I don't bring surges with me. That's what I get for not having them on hand. Facts. I agree. Yeah, there's 0 scenery.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on. Extraction mode on. Fracturing mode on.
These 2 lasers are so unnecessary for this rock. Look how fast this is charging. This is stupid. Zoop.
Extraction mode on.
He saw it. He's like, bro, I know. The subscriber store, it's in the subscriber. Like, if you go into your RSI hangar, there should be a button for subscribers that'll say subscribers. And you click on that, and it says, like, there's DIN, there's, like, all the different stuff you have access to as a subscriber. And then also there should be a block that says store. And you just click subscriber store, and then you can search it kind of like anything else. Pyro impacting mining, I think, ooh. Oh, that's not, that's gonna be 100%. Pyro, it's gonna be interesting because 1, how are they gonna do refining? And 2, how are they going to do selling? Because is there going to be a place to sell there? And if there is, are there different ores? And what's going to be the value of those ores, right? Like, there's a lot of stuff that's going to get added to the game to kind of flush out the stuff they're talking about. What's this?
Fracturing mode on.
20% gold. And then they really need refining ships, though. Like, until they add refining ships into the game, it's just, I don't know. I think it's just a hard missing element. out of what they're doing. And plus, pirating isn't going to be like as cool because I don't know. Pyro's got a lot to it, and it's more than just a space. Like, everyone's excited for a new space, but there's more to it than just a new space, right? Like, oh, 100% they have to be. Yo, Corby, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I try. I'm just a humble YouTuber. I don't think I do anything spectacular. I'm just here. Do you want to refine in the middle of Pyro? I mean, it makes sense to refine in the middle of Pyro. But there needs to be different benefits. Like, they have to have, like, what does it mean to refine in Pyro? Is it cheaper? Is it more expensive? I'd imagine it would be cheaper. What are the yields going to be? How are factions going to play into it, right? Because they're adding factions to it and reputation of how to use stuff. So it's just going to, you know, add these different layers of complexity. But my two big things that I'm most curious for with mining, I guess three, is number one, how freight's going to work, because freight's going to have a huge impact on it. Number two, how is ship refining going to work, and how are they going to, oh my god, that charged so fast. How is ship refining going to work? And then number three, how are they going to handle size 3 lasers? That's a huge thing. Size 3 lasers is going to be mad annoying.
Warning. Power critical. Fracturing mode on.
Oh, that's pure Boreas right there.
Extraction mode on.
That's going to fill up our mole right here. Look at that. 20 SCUs. There's 20 SCUs in that 30... in that 3K rock. That was crazy. Beautiful. All right. Right now, no, Astro. So normally, yes, 3 surges can stack. There's a trouble ticket on the issue council for it that, like, pretty much any big miner you can think of. I'm pretty sure Red Monsters contributed to it. Like, that is a, like, big known issue right now, that 3 surges on any laser do not stack. They're supposed to, but they don't. 2 surge and a stampede do. We did that earlier. So we had 2 surges and a stampede on my Helix to break a 60k rock. We we broke it. We broke it. Yeah, it broke. 100%. That rock broke into pieces for sure. I think we got one more mining run in. Uno más. Oh, maybe 2. We'll see. Oh, that's so bright. Of course, absolutely, no problem, man. But Pyro is going to be interesting. Like, Pyro coming in 4.0, like, everyone's like, oh my god, it's going to be so cool. I think server meshing is really going to be the cooler thing. But until they get a dynamic economy, mining is just not there. I would imagine that a lot of, like, the ship stuff is going to be the same. But with pyro being added, so much environmental hazards are getting added. Freight elevators are going to be there. Like, so much stuff is being in addition to in the game that, like, how do you manage all that? For your rocks to be done, 12K in the space bank, or your space bank is broke, my guy. I feel that though. I mean, you're brave. Like, usually I would just go out like at the beginning of every patch, like when they wipe money this patch, I just go out and mine like 2 or 3 runs and just sell it directly to the refinery. Go ahead and save yourself the trouble. You know what I mean? For crashing back to desktop, I mean, Steven, what you should, like, normally when that happens, sometimes you like, if you haven't yet, don't claim your ship. Like, if this just happened to you, do not claim your ship. I know it says to, and I know it didn't appear in the hangar for like the crash protection like it's supposed to. But I would not, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Don't claim it. Give it like 10 minutes. I would probably like take a break from the game, go eat a sandwich or something. You know what I'm saying? Go take a little break, go take a breather, go stretch, walk outside, get some sunlight, right? And come back in like 10, 20 minutes, and your ship will probably be stored. Oh, you waited 30 minutes. The ship was clickable with nothing in the inventory. That's trash. That's super awful. I would have cried too. I'd have been done with the game. I'd have just stopped playing. I'm like, nope. I'm like, that's it for me. Like, no more for me. In 7, bro, you were big on this reclaimer thing, my guy. Never let Chris break you. Where'd the quantum marker go? There we go. All of them kind of have the same. I mean, it's all like 3%, somewhere between like 3 and 5%. I think Lyria had, not Lyria, Cylon technically has the most. I think Cylon has like a 6% quant spawn rate, which is the highest according to Red Monster, right? Like, this isn't like official quote unquote data, right? But according to Red Monster, it has the highest rate at going on like 6-ish%, which I have found more quant there recently than any other time.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I pulled a couple of G's to stop right there.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Trying to read chat, look, piloting like a teenager.
Landing gear down.
But Pirate's not gonna find you if you're refining in space. Let's be real.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant
Like,
stay.
especially if you're in an Arastra, and Arastra is just a hammerhead with mining turrets. Have you seen the like specs on that thing? Like, for real, have you seen the specs on that thing? That thing's got quad size 3 turrets. You crazy? Good luck bullying that thing.
100%.
Can't bully that spaceship. Thing is actually obnoxiously sized. And kitted out. Kitted out.
Engines off.
People are discussing mining stuff in the chat. He's placing more stuff around here. Oh me, oh my. Me, oh my, oh me. Now watch, the elevator's not gonna work. Oh, it did. Huzzah! Is this live? Balrogs, it is. We are live. I mean, pirating a mining ship, like, I mean, for the thrill of it, maybe, but I just don't think it's gonna be worth it. People might do it just for the gameplay. There's gonna have to be a reason to go mine in Pyro, right? Because, like, I don't know. I feel like they have to introduce new materials with Pyro. I mean, it's not something you necessarily brag about, like in patch notes. Like nobody cares, right? Like, let's be real, nobody cares. Nobody is like peeling through patch notes, like, oh my god, is there a new material I can mine? Oh my god, like, it's not happening. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. But they probably will because it's a new area. It's a whole new, like, is it a new universe? I don't know exactly what's technically, but you get what I'm saying. Another decent run. It's like 300k runs, which is like pretty average. Yeah, for those of you who watched before, right? See, so your quantity that you have on hand, the yield that you're gonna get, and it tells you here low speed, moderate cost, high yield. So if I go to Dinks, the yield does not change. Yield does not change. Even though it's much slower and cheaper, the yield does not change. As opposed to Karak method, this is a low yield. Drastically changes. It's like half, basically, almost. Gaskins process, moderate yield. Oh! No! No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. Okay. A little bit better, right? I thought I goofed up right there. Get quote. And it's a little bit better. So, it is what it is. What's the difference between that? High yield and moderate yield? 952. 809. That was expensive, boy. Yeah, expensive that was? That was crazy.
A movie glass has been found. Report to the manager's office if you think it's yours.
Oh, thanks, Balrogs. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, we're pretty chill around here. Not super amped up high energy. Just, you know, casually. So that 809 yield is gonna turn out to, it's gonna be 9, right? So when it refines, it does it in multiples of 100. So 809 is gonna be 8 SCUs, but it always rounds up. So if that, even if that was 801, it would give me 9 SCUs in total, because it doesn't do like fractions of an SCU, but it also doesn't cheat you out of your material either. Ow. I need to shove. We're in the same place. So, very helpful thing to keep in mind. In Vinger, I don't think they're going to put all the high value stuff there, because like Quantanium is used to make quantum fuel. So Quantanium's going to have to be everywhere. They might have higher concentrations of Quantanium over there, right? You better not litter. All right, now before I forget. And a spare stampede. Correct. 9,000 yield is 90 SCU. That's right. Because the mole technically has 9,600 capacity.
You are clear to launch.
Landing gear up.
Technically. You guys know that Rastra has like caterpillar level cargo capacity. It's like 512, something silly. Hey, look, another dude. These guys brights on.
Thank you, and please visit again.
What's he flying in? Bro, when the Rastra comes out, I'm probably just exclude, like I won't solo mine, although you can solo mine in the Arastra because it's a lot easier. Right? Solo mining in the Arastra is gonna have their remote turrets, so literally you just spin around from your little captain's chair and you're gonna hop in your mining turret just like that. Like, come on. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. You can't. And then I would definitely bring a crew for that, because I mean, why not? I mean, why not? You got this giant hulk of a ship. I mean, heck, it's practically a capital ship. I know it's not, but I mean, it might as well be. The thing is huge. It's the size of a Carrack. The thing's obnoxious. Have you put that thing side by side with other stuff? Have I ever been pirated? Mining? No. When selling my mining stuff? No. I've been attempted to be pirated when selling like illicit cargo, back when like they did the salvage cargo thing that was, you know, ridiculous, and everyone could get free illicit substances and sell them. So the best thing you could do was, I mean, they tried to pirate me, but I'll die before I give in to a pirate. And I always told people, if someone tried to pirate me in my mole, I'm going down with the ship. They can just go ahead and do what you got to do. Send me the way of Old Yeller. I'm not paying you a dime. And we'll argue about it. It's hard, you know what I mean? It's hard to find people when they're mining. And even then, like, what are you gonna bully them for? What are you gonna bully them for? True. Death of a Spaceman will like change a lot of things. Like Death of a Spaceman and also ship insurance, when that becomes like implemented, that'll be a thing. Because right now everyone's like, oh yeah, I want my LTI, but like we don't. What's it mean to not have LTI? LTI is probably just going to be what we're used to right now. But what is it going to look like without insurance, right? How much does insurance cost? if you don't have insurance, right? How much is it going to cost to get your ship back if you don't have insurance? Lifetime insurance is pretty cool, but at the same time, like 10-year insurance would probably be fine too. Like if you ran to the end of your 10-year insurance, you're still playing this game, that'd be impressive. But to be fair, you might. I mean, this game has been in development for 10 years, so it possibly can.
Quantum travel complete.
You still have a deductible? Well, yeah, but a deductible is what they use right now. Like right now is a deductible. Right? I don't know if you're familiar with insurance, but you have a premium and you have a deductible. A deductible is what you pay when you make a claim, right? That's your portion of what you pay. And the premium is what you pay like regularly, like monthly. So, I mean, we already pay a deductible. And increase the more you die. I mean, the more you lose your ship.
Quantum travel engaged.
Oh, well, that's true. I mean, yeah, you don't have to pay anything right now unless you expedite it. I mean, that's true. I always expedite it, so I would imagine everyone does. Like, who actually waits the whole time period? You know what I mean? Who's got that kind of time? Private property. Hydro farm? Is it actually a hydro farm? Like these places have like really interesting names, and then like you fly there and it's like a shack. The more you lose your ship, I mean that's fair, right? It punishes you a bit, and there's consequences to, you know, losing it. I mean, ship's gonna get expensive, boy. Ship's gonna get expensive. Like people think they're expensive now. You just wait. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, that's like the worst signature I've seen all day. Second worst signature I've seen all day. There we go. Oh, they're all below me. This is where all the good ones are. I was like right here.
Mining mode on. Mining mode.
Man, I could have had all that quantanium earlier.
Mining mode off. Mining mode on.
How does the signatures work? So there's two things to keep in mind with signatures. One of them I don't care about, and one of them I do. So each rock type, so you see how this is an igneous deposit. So igneous deposit has its own unique signature, right? Like 1920 or 1750, stuff like that, right? For each rock that is there. Oh my God. This rock is huge. For each rock that's there. And so you want the biggest signature possible. So like if I pull it scanning mode, right, and I look at this rock, right, it has a signature of 1920. So this tells me that there is one rock at this signature. So if I increase my angle, power, scan again, it shows me one marker, which is exactly what I thought. Which you may think, oh, okay, well, how do you know that? This one is 7440. So that tells me that there are multiple rocks here. Now, given how close it is to where I'm at right now, I'm assuming that is rock minables. And I am right, because see how stacked on top of each other they are? So that is rock minables because they're all super stacked on top of each other. Generally, multiples of 620 are like Hadanite. Yeah, see what I mean? Here, he knows. This one, right? This is 1820. That's also going to be a single rock. Single rock. There's a ship over there. Actually, it's probably whatever's the jump point around here is. Yeah, you rattled that off like way too quick. I hadn't even really done math on that. I just assumed because it was so close to where I was right then, like I just knew it was probably rock mineable. $17.90, $17.90. Those are all solo rock signatures, which they could be something valuable, right? Like I don't know. It isn't like I know something inherently because, well, why aren't you going to look at them? Do you know something? Actually, no, I don't. I don't know anything. The only thing I do know is it's a single rock. So if I fly over there and that rock is tiny, then it's going to be a waste of my time. This one, 11,520, this, more likely than not, is going to be a bunch of big rocks. And it is. They're all spaced out, which means those are not rock mineable, so those are all big rocks. The higher the number, the more there are. And that's kind of really all there is to that. There's nothing. If you wanted to, you could try to break it down to try to guess what's there, but I don't care that much. I'm not, like, certain rock deposits have a certain chance to spawn certain ores. Like these are granite, right? Granite has a higher chance of spawning certain materials than igneous, let's say. But I don't really much care for that specific info, so I don't worry about it too much. Boras. What's in here? Oh, Quantanium. He probably just scanned that. That's why he's that's why he's freaking out. All right, that's a pretty good spot. So we will position ourselves kind of like this. We'll lift up a little bit. I know this is a weird position, but I'm trying to give us the most range of motion for our lasers so I don't have to move a couple times. So the idea for me, and it's the same reason I don't asteroid mine, is asteroids don't come in clusters, right? Asteroids spawn individual rocks, which is why I don't like it. Because if you're a solo mole, then you have to fly to each individual rock and, you know, scan it. If it's not something you want, then you have to go fly to the next one, and they're like 10 kilometers apart. Yeah, see, look. See, I can like look all the way over here. I can see this rock. I can see this rock, and I can see this rock. All rocks we want. 22%. Oh, we're kind of far from this rock. Probably could have got us a little closer, but that's fine. But if you go for low signatures, like you're only flying up to single rocks, right? And if you keep flying up to single rocks, then you just spend most of your time flying, as opposed to here, you saw I flew for 30 seconds and I immediately found another big cluster of rocks. And then sure, maybe 1 or 2, 3 of these rocks might not have something I want. Maybe one of them's too big or not big enough. But at the end of the day, though, it ends up being, you know, it shakes itself out. But especially in a solo mole build like this, I'm more likely than not going to have an issue. Because I can break any size rocks I want. With either one of these lasers, because it doesn't really matter. I'm not trying to have a repeat of earlier. Oh yeah, look at that. Is it charging? It's not even charging.
Extraction mode.
We'll move. We'll get that one in a minute. We'll move and get that one. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, all this resistance for nothing. 48% resistance for what? All titanium. It's so quiet. My bad, guys. It's deafeningly quiet. Does Quantanium make a pretty nice load? Just learned about solo mole. Solo mole is good. If you do my setup, it's nice because you set it up so that way if a crew does come out with you, like you're solid. Like all the lasers work in tandem with each other. They're meant to complement one another. I just want to point out this is a 3200 rock, right? That I can take because look, see, I'm telling you, 10 SCU is the cutoff. If it's 10 SCUs or more, you cannot extract it. Can't do it. That's all the inert material. What's in this thing? Borax.
Extraction mode on.
Give him a little push there and a little nudge. Terranite? Oh, titanium. I like it when we find like the same one super quickly. Cool. How long till the quant blows? 25 minutes. It's a 25-minute timer. Indubitably, 25 minutes. And it's 25 minutes from the first piece of quant you pick up. I think we're about to 30k recover. So we weren't picking up anything there, I don't think. I don't think you can see the timer in this turret. You can see the timer in the main turret, and I think you can see the timer in the pilot seat. It actually has a timer at the top of the interface. I'll show you. He put it on the table. I actually just gonna leave that there. Yeah, see?
Mining mode off. Mining mode on.
If you store the ship, it stops the timer. Storing the ship stops the timer. So long as the ship is not in a stored state, then the timer continues to tick down. I think one time I 30K'd back when 30Ks were, you know, kind of more of a thing. And I relogged in and I hopped in my ship, and like once it gets down like the 5-minute mark, it'll start like and flashing inside your mole. It's like kind of cool, like kind of terrifying. But back then you didn't have the what's it called? The indicator in the pilot seat. So I went down to the I went down, got in the mining turret, looked at it, and the timer said like 5 minutes and started to tick down to the 4-minute point, and I was like, oh no. Climbing, desperately trying to climb the ladder as fast as I could. Like jumped in the pilot seat. I had to take off from Lorville and, you know, get out of the atmosphere in a mole and then jump to her L2. It was, oh, it was so terrifying. Boom. Hey, 1 second, 1 second, man. Good to go. I know you guys are probably really confused to why that was charging right there when it wasn't in the optimal zone. Honestly, the simple explanation for that is I'm cheating. No, it was a visual bug. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. Oh, yeah.
Fracturing mode on.
So if you guys have ever heard me go on one of my cluster factor tangents, Boras has one of the best cluster factors. So anytime you see a rock with Boras in it, if you're just trying to like really have a really clean load, Boras is really easy to do that. Super easy to do that. It will break in 100% chunks most of the time. Very rarely will it not. If you were solo mining, I would have recommended that you broke this big rock first and sucked up everything and then got the Quantanium last. But I'm not too worried about the Quantanium because, I mean, it's a 2.5 minute ship ride to jump. So it's not like super crazy far. We'll be all right. That's all titanium. That's inert material. That's all titanium. We both saw the same thing. We keep seeing the same rocks. There's another one hidden in here somewhere. Right there. Oh, that's titanium. Boras. There's one right underneath here that I can't see.
Fracturing mode on. Warning. Power critical.
We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of this.
Power critical. Warning. Power critical.
now we're cooking. Perfect. If you guys are wondering why I just did that, I was trying to get that rock out of my way. Might be obvious, and I know people shy away from overcharging it. Shatter damage also is a rock stat that people don't really pay much attention to, and I just really didn't care. The shatter damage is really low on titanium and inert materials, so yeah, I overcharged it, but it's not gonna really do anything to my ship. It might damage it like a little bit, but it's not gonna like knock my modules off or anything crazy like that. So it's all good. And then we are at 15 minutes. It's probably making some of you nervous. Doesn't House of the Dragon start today? Whoa, hold up. Today's June 6th. Doesn't House of the Dragon start today? Hold on. Wait a minute. Whoa, pause. I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Oh my god, it's so bright. Whew.
Quantum travel engaged.
Oh man, that's good news. That's good news. Guys, I appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us today. It has been a fantastic stream. No, we're not ending it quite yet. We're not. It's not quite over yet. But I do appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us. Hanging out is the best thing you can do. I'm not here to pander money from anybody. I'm perfectly fine with just everybody hanging out, watching, chilling, vibing. It's a good time. It's a good time. Doing some mining, getting after it. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future stuff that Star Citizen has coming in the future. I think like the new ships this week, though. I don't know if you guys saw. They're not doing Inside Star Citizen. They are doing a dev Q&A for concept ships, something like that. I believe if I heard it right, like a Star Citizen Live or something like that for concept ships. That is going to be super interesting. I think that is like way better than any Inside Star Citizen they could have done, because they've been racking them things out like super quick, like way quick. I think it's going to be good to really have them like come through. And I don't know, there's going to be burning things. Like everyone keeps asking about the Arastra in this stream. Hey, that's probably going to be a topic of discussion for that, right? The Arastra, like we haven't heard about that thing since they announced it. You know what I'm saying? And then they came out with the Ironclad, or the Fatter Pillar is, I believe its official title. They might as well just call it that in the RSI store. They might as well go ahead and rebrand it as the Fatter Pillar, because that's exactly what it is. I just got here. Can you redo everything I lost? Yeah. I got you, bro. Yeah. Hang on. Let me just, I'll just redo everything you missed. No, I was just rambling on about what they're going to do this week. They're not doing Inside Star Citizen, that they're doing a Q&A to go over concept ships. But I'm pretty sure, like, the concept ships that's burning in everyone's mind. Well, got it. Bandu Merchantman. I don't really care about the Bandu Merchantman. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm one of the... I do not care about the Bandu Merchantman. You should stop caring about the Bandu Merchantman, too. It's not coming anytime soon. Same with the Kraken. It's not coming anytime soon. Just let it go. Just let it go. It'll get here when it gets here. Just let it go. I would sooner worry about ships like the Arastra, the Apollo, the Ironclad. I think not the Polaris. I mean, the Polaris has already said they're shooting for IAE, so like that doesn't really need to be a topic of discussion. Oh, see what I mean? It just started. Yep. See, now it's giving me the notification. That's I think the 10-minute warning. Yo, Archer, man, welcome to being a Centurion, dude. You were my very first member, man. Dude, welcome, man. Welcome. Dude, that's crazy. Thank you. You're like legitimately you were my first member ever for the channel. For the entire channel. You're gonna be immortalized. I'm gonna get you a plaque. I'm gonna get you a plaque with my name on it. Thank you, dude. Thank you, thank you. And he gifted a membership. Grey Nomad, you are the second member, courtesy of Mr. Arthur Key. But to your comment, yes, you can call it blasphemy, but bro, I'm telling you, the Kraken and the Banu, you just let it go. You let it go. You just take some breaths. The Apollo is pretty cool. I mean, I don't have an Apollo, but I want an Apollo. I think it's a pretty cool ship. I'm more interested. I want to hear about the Galaxy. The Ironclad just came out. They're already doing a Q&A for that. They polled for questions, and one of the main questions was like, when's it going to come out? But that's like, I want to hear about that. I want to hear about the Arastra, obviously. The Galaxy. What other concept ships? The Perseus. I think the Perseus is a really cool ship. Like, no lie. I think it's a really, really cool ship. Yo, with another gifted sub. Yo, Archer Key. Dude, thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you. Dude, you're awesome, man. That's so many. That's so many, man. Awesome, thank you. Voodoo. Oh, Voodoo. What's up, man? The Endeavor. In the Endeavor, like, isn't it like a big ship too? I don't think the Endeavor is another one of those ships where like let's be real, man. Like people have to look at the ships like objectively, right? Look at these ships and ask yourself, all right, what am I really getting, right? Like, what is it going to take for those ships to make it, right? That's hard, right? Because it's not as easy as coming out with like the Apollo medevac, right? Objectively, actually, I'm not doing this right now. I need to go store this. Voodoo, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would not expect to see the Arastra until IAE again. They announced it IAE last year, and since it's not a military ship, so it wasn't gonna be Invictus sale. It's not gonna pop up in Alien Week. If you go look on RSI, it tells you what events are coming up, and you can kind of guess what ships are gonna go on sale based on the events. So like Alien Week, the Banu might go on sale. They might do another limited sale of that. There's the Fat Fury is probably going to come out then too. Oh, I don't have time for this. Oh, I don't have time for this. Oh, this is not the time for the elevator not to work. All right, well, I can't afford to wait. Can't afford to wait. Can't afford to wait. Can't afford to wait. Get Nikki. Boop. I like how he just sits there and stares. I'm in just going to. But anyway, Arastra probably going to be IAE. That's the next event that logically matches up to it. The next big game-wide event is Foundation Festival, and Foundation Festival is in July. But that's usually like a new player thing. Foundation Festival is to like encourage new players into the game. So I would sooner expect that not to really have much of, I mean, it might have sales, but I wouldn't get like too attached to any like interesting sales. IAE is like where they sell like all the big ships, and that's probably where you're gonna be your next opportunity to buy that. I'm gonna be honest with you, probably your best time. Oh, now it works.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
What price range? The Arastra, if anything, it's gonna go up, and the last price range for the Arastra was $575. Just so you know, just to temper your expectations a bit, buddy. The last price for the Arastra was $575. So if I were you, I would anticipate it being much more than that. Like if they're gonna sell it this year, it's probably gonna go up in price. It's probably going to go up in price. I don't know if you've done any CCUing, but I would definitely do some CCUing for the sales. Save yourself some money. That's what I did. And I got like 200 off of my Arastra when I got it. I got mine pretty decently cheap. But that's one of those ships that you're definitely going to see an increase because it was first announced last year. So the last time it was sold was the only time it was sold. And the loaner for the Arastra is I think it's a Buccaneer, a Prospector, and a Mole. Oh yeah, look at that fat. And you got the upgrade to the Orion. Solid. See, the Orion's like another one of those ships for like the Banu, in my opinion. It's like there's so much stuff that has to be added to the game before you're going to see that ship. So much needs to be added. And it's such an expensive ship. And that ship's been on the docket, like the Orion, for a long time. Long time that's been on the docket. So I just don't know if like that's the move, you know what I mean? That's fair. I mean, if you're not in a hurry, that's solid. And plus the deal with the Orion is like the Mole and Prospector are probably loaners, and then without a doubt, the Arastra's probably going to be a loaner. Like once the Arastra comes out, it's going to be a loaner for the Orion. That's a given. I want the Galaxy. I think the Galaxy is like going to be hardcore, like the best ship. Like it is going to be the well-rounded guy. Like I'm not going to put refinery mods. I'll probably put medic mods in mine. And that's just going to be my base builder. I'll have an ironclad for transporting my goods. I'll have my Arastra for mining. I have a Vulture for salvage if I need it. I have a Galaxy. I have my Zeus for my daily driver. And yeah, bam, that's it. And I have an Ursa medevac too. I got one of those. Yeah, Galaxy and the Perseus. The Perseus is that's a sexy ship. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think the Perseus is a sexy ship. Like the Polaris, everyone's like, oh my god, the Polaris. The Polaris does not look that good. The Galaxy is a good looking ship, and the Perseus is a good looking ship. Like it looks like a battleship. Like it looks like a battleship, like in the water. You know what I mean? Like a water battleship. It's got the giant cannon up front. Like it's just cool. It looks cool. It looks intimidating. The Perseus does not look intimidating. Built like an arrowhead. You know, upgrade your C1. The Zeus is gonna be a Cadillac. Like that's gonna be like the Cutlass Black was king for a while. The Zeus is gonna be the next big thing. I promise you. Zeus is gonna be the next big thing. Everyone's gonna be flying around a Zeus just like they flew around the what's it called? The Cutlass. I think it's kind of simmered down now, but when the Zeus comes out, that's all anybody's gonna be flying. Everyone's gonna be flying a Zeus. The C1 is nice. I think it's sleek looking. It's just too wide. Built like a paper airplane. It's so annoying. And the hangar they give you like a Gladius hangar to fly that thing. You ever tried landing it? Oh my god, so stupid. I want to buy one of these. My man. Lame. Or cigar? Like they should just buy this stuff. People put this in their ships. Oh, you fell down the Drake hole, huh? You're a Corsair guy? I like that's everybody. Everyone's like, oh, it's so dumb. No, like Drake. And then like you fly a Drake ship long enough and like you're there. Boom. Let's see. You prospector refine, typically refine tier 1, tier 2. Any reason I refine titanium? Yes, there is a reason I refine titanium. And my logic with refining titanium is the price to refine those 20 SCUs or so of titanium probably ran me like $500. Like if I were to piece that out and take it on and off the refinement thing, probably $500. It's like, there's commodity terminals here? There is? What can I sell here? Lame. But it's only going to cost me $500 to refine it, and it's going to pay me like $20,000 to sell it. Granted, not that much of a, you know, money-making thing, right? I'm not going to get rich off that, but by doing that, I have like basically paid for my haul. Or if I had to use if I had to use like mining modules, right, and like or burn through a gadget or something, then I've oh, give me that. Excuse me. Thank you. Don't mind me. I'm just committing larceny. So it pays for like its value of what I'm refining it for. It's gonna give me some money, right? So it's where it pays for my mining run, pays for my fuel, pays for my mods or gadgets, and now the rest is all profit. Or pay for the refining cost, however you want to look at it. But it gives a purpose to something that ordinarily is not worth that much. Side note, you guys ever play Borderlands? Right? You ever play Borderlands? Doesn't this look like the Borderlands change your character skin thing? Doesn't it? I always thought this did. Touchscreen to change clothing, right? They got this idea from Borderlands. 110% they got this from Borderlands. They ain't slick. Yeah, I never really explored the station, but these are pretty decorated little areas, isn't it? I guess it's pretty cool. Little breaker, little microwave, right? It's pretty nifty. You're a MISC guy? I'm an RSI guy, you know. Chris got me good. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi. Can I jump over here? Oh, is there a window here? Yeah, there's a window. I think RSI looks the slick. RSI is the slickest. Honestly, I'm surprised that they don't like all the mining ships aren't Argo. Like the Argo mole looks like a mining ship. The Prospector, it does too. It just kind of looks like a little beetle. But I think like Argo really has it nailed down, like that working class like appearance. Yo, Darren, thanks so much for the sub, man. Welcome to the Legion. Welcome, welcome. You think MISC has the industrial feel? You're tripping. Argo has the industrial feel. Look at the size of this thing. This is a rhino repeater? How big are the rhinos? Is that size 4? Size 4, right? Rhinos are size 4? It's huge. Panther, yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
Hi. Yeah, anything here I can steal? Always looking for stuff to decorate my ship with.
You might want to check
There's magazines in these little in the little habs here. The raft is so cool. I love the raft. I agree. I think the raft is a really, really cool ship. It's like shame that it doesn't hold as much cargo as it does, but what's opening soon? But I think the raft is pretty cool. And the living quarters is pretty cool. You know what has a really cool living quarters? The Nomad. The Nomad has such a cool living quarters. Have you guys seen the Nomad's living quarters? I'm going to show you if you haven't seen it. If I don't have to claim it. I might have to claim it. But the Nomad is like, of the starter ships, is really, really nifty.
Welcome.
Hull A? Is it? I haven't seen the Hull A's. $20 SEO gold, 36 of Terranite, 17 Bexlite. Dude, that's an awesome haul, man. That's like $1 million looking haul right there. That is 56, 66, 70 something? 70? Yeah, that's like, you're pushing well over $500,000 there. No, it's at Seraphim from where I did that
Your
earlier.
insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
Yeah, I have quite the little selection of ships. I deliver my Caterpillar. The Chatterpillar. You got the Chatterpillar and the Fatterpillar.
ASOP vehicle retrieval
My Taurus. This is where my mining My mining deliverable started right here. Started delivering with just this. This in a dream. How we started. Don't want to see your scythe? I already have a scythe, my guy. I have a Vandal scythe. Oh, do you have like a cool skin on it?
Please visit us again.
Their Reclaimer's pretty cool too. It's got like a cool interior, but they need to add more stuff in the game for you to decorate with, I think. Because they haven't really done that. Like, you can't go to a thing and like buy knickknacks to place. The Iron Cat. That's kind of funny with like the Ironclad. You have the Iron Cat.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle.
Hands down, the Nomad I think is like one of the cooler ships. It's so unique. So unique. After this might be it, but the Nomad is pretty cool. Like, it is one of the more unique ships in the game. Like, I thought it was busted when I first got it in the hangar because it wasn't touching the ground, and I didn't know this was like part of it. I thought it was like, why aren't the landing gears on the ground? Why isn't it do that? It's because it hovers. It has hover parking. The open bed, I thought that was supposed to come down. I thought that was glitched, which I think it should come down. That'd be pretty cool. But it is a pretty unique ship, though. This little ladder, right? Check this thing out. Here you get the little component section, right? Nifty. You can see the cargo bay through here. Little place to put stuff. The latrine, right? They even added little like a toothbrush. There's a razor. There's toothpaste, right? Like, isn't that like such little details they added in here? And then we come in here. Look at this. They've got sriracha, soy sauce. It even says soy sauce. Some beans and rice, sink, right? This opens. Look at that. A little seat. Look at that. That's so nifty. We got some pre-workout, some protein, right? Look at this. This is cool. All right. Over here, we got our little plant, right? Some books. Dare to Dream, The Lore Maker's Guide, Always Forward, Clan Brutal, Journal of Imperial Economics. I never really realized they had little things. Right, like, isn't this cool? Right, so much little stuff. Emergency use only. It's kind of inconveniently placed behind this shelf. A comb, right? Wait a minute, that's not for... All right, N7, man, appreciate you hanging out with me, dude. And then this, like, zoops you up to the front when you sit in it. Like, solid. This is cool. This is like a cozy living space. Plant, the lighting. Like, this is... What's this? Oh! What? The shield generators. What's up here? The coolers? Dual coolers? That's cool. I didn't realize that was above you. Component access. Well, if I'd have read it, I probably would have realized what those were. Favorite place to mine in Crusader is selling. I mean, think you're just think you're just arriving in here, but yeah. Can you turn the power on? Yeah. Let me start the ship. Yo, Mech Lao, dude. Welcome to the Legion, man. Welcome. Yeah, Sellen's been my favorite place. I have found Quantanium there almost every trip we've taken today, including the one where I like really messed it up.
Welcome. Your journey begins now.
Right?
Systems.
Pretty nifty controls. Some of you probably have this set up right beside you in your chair. Like, look at this. This is cool. This is a nifty setup, right? Nice little cockpit. See all your dials. Clean display.
Launch complete.
And the lights are on. I don't think there's a light switch on the sides anywhere. You hate the Argo voice? What do you like the Miss? How can Miss help you today? Oh, look at that! It's got little induction burners. It's got a little stovetop. That's clean. You can open that, can't you? No. Do not obstruct. So cool. So much stuff here. All right, that's enough of that. But yeah. Oh yeah, and in the back, check this out. RGB lights. Hey, are you even gaming if it doesn't light up, right? Oh. Well, that's not supposed to happen. Well, tractor beam. Bruh, almost my ship's trying to kill me. That's a sleek ship though. Like of all the starter ships, that is like the starter ship in my opinion. At least the elevator works. All right, gang. Well, I think that's going to wrap us up for the day. I've got some stuff I need to go do. But appreciate everyone hanging out with us. You guys have been amazing. Thank you guys for being a part of the show, being a part of the community. And I'm going to hop off. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.